Hey guys, so today we're filming a video about a YouTuber, just a specific YouTuber that I've wanted to talk about for a while. A few people wanted me to film it, so I just kind of want to talk about it. I've been watching her videos for a while. I wouldn't say I'm like her #1 fan, but I do enjoy her content. I want to put that out there. I am a bit ill, so if you can tell by my voice that I'm not feeling the greatest, it's because I'm not, but I'm still here to film a video. I don't really want to say what I want to say, so I don't want to make promises and then not live up to them, but I do have a plan for posting 3 videos a week instead of 2 videos a week for December, because it's December, it's Christmas time. I'm trying to give you guys a present, so it's gonna be still like 2 main channel videos, like commentary videos, and then maybe just like a bonus one. So if you guys have like videos that are not to do with my channel that you would like to see as a bonus video, I can make that happen for you. I've done a makeup video before and I want to make one again. Vlogs, Q&As, anything you guys want to see, just put it in the comment section down below and let's get into it. So today we're talking about Gabbie Hanna, also known as The Gabbie Show. Gabbie Hanna is a YouTuber with almost 6.5 million subscribers, and she is an ex-Viner, and those tend to be problematic, as we know. She's actually been alright. She didn't film a dead body, you know, what more can you expect? She did everything she could to be non-problematic, but she did very well on Vine. She really did, even though, you know, some Vines were funny, some not so much, but that's with everyone's content. Then Vine died. She then transferred onto YouTube, which is what a lot of ex-Viners did. So like we have got the Jake Pauls, the Logan Pauls, the Michaela Longs. They took what they had on Vine and brought it over to YouTube, and they either did something good with it, like Michaela Long and The Gabbie Show, or not so much. She made mainly storytime videos, which I enjoyed back then, but it's not sustainable content. You know, making content based on your life experiences is kind of difficult, because at some point you do run out of ideas for new shit. Like, you can't possibly be the kind of person where like every day something worth a video happens. Yeah, every day something annoying can happen and inconvenience can happen. That doesn't mean it's worth a video. So a lot of the time people don't like storytime YouTubers because they make something out of nothing. They take something that is so not video worthy, not storytime worthy, and they exaggerate it to the point where they make a 20-minute video out of it. I think that rings a bell for a lot of us. The Gabbie Show then, from kind of story times, she moved onto her current content, which is like a mixture of a few story times here and there, but also just like challenges, but not challenges that she does with other friends, not the kind of British crew challenges like the Chubby Bunny or something. She'll do things like 24 hours without waste, which are actually really interesting to watch. I have to admit that her videos are very well done. She does throw in a story time here and there, and now it seems a lot less fake because she doesn't just do storytime videos, so you can kind of believe that every now and then something crazy will happen and she'll film a video about it, instead of every single week she has a story to tell. Gabbie Hanna is the kind of YouTuber that receives a ton of criticism. I'll tell you guys the reasons that I found over the years that people don't like her for. First of all, it all started on Vine. People didn't like some of her Vines. Some loved her, some hated her. She's a love or hate kind of a girl. But then she moved on to YouTube and she's still getting criticized. I kind of feel like some of it isn't valid criticism. Like, I get it, you can have a problem with someone who actually is problematic, but with the things that she's done, some of it, yeah, maybe, but a lot of it is like he say, she say. It's not concrete evidence. So the first thing that I remember that she got kind of criticized for on YouTube was obviously the fact that her story times are fake. I think that is, as I said, he say, she say. You know, one person can think it's fake, one person can think it's not fake. We weren't there when the story things happened. So with story times, it's difficult because we as an audience will never know if it's actually real or not unless it gets debunked completely, like the way Tana Mojo was completely debunked by iDubbbz because he had actual video footage. But if it was just his word against her word, once again it is a he say, she say situation. But then she was criticized for stealing jokes. So she stole a joke from a comedian, can't remember what his name is, but I'll put everything kind of into the video so you guys can see.
First of all, let's all just acknowledge the fact that they weren't Indians. It's like Christopher Columbus came to this land. He was like, I found India, and they were like, nope, not India. And he was like, you sure? I'm pretty sure it's India. And they were like, no, it's not India. And he said, ah, India.
We came here, they're like, hi, and we're like, hey, you're Indians, right? And they're like, no. No, this is India, right? No, it's not, it's totally other place. You're not Indians? No. Ah, you're Indians.
India.
She actually said that it was because she's heard the joke before, didn't focus on kind of listening to it, and it just kind of got stored in her mind, and she then just said it in a video. I believe that to a certain extent. I think there's a lot of situations where you will hear something and it won't register in the moment, but then it kind of comes back to you just like months later, and you don't know where you got it from, and it almost seems like an original idea, and then you realize that it's not. And this could have been the case, but the comedian isn't some kind of a, you know, he's not a little guy who, you know, she could have just heard about somewhere. He was a pretty big comedian, so chances are that she did take the joke, possibly intentionally, but possibly she just heard it at one point in time and didn't put two and two together when she was filming the video. I don't really know who I believe in that situation. I don't know if I believe that she fully did not know during filming the video that that was not her joke, but I also don't know if I believe completely that she just stole someone's joke, knowing that she is in the public eye and he is also in the public eye, and it can just be like found out. I don't know if Gabbie Hanna would be that stupid. I understand if she would like hear a joke from her friend just in a private situation and then take that joke word for word and put it in a video, because one person's in the public eye but one isn't, so there's no way to kind of track where the joke came from. I don't think Gabbie is or was dumb enough to steal a joke from someone who said that joke to hundreds of people. And if she did that intentionally, then I'm sorry for calling you stupid right now, but that was a pretty stupid thing to do. I'm so ill. Then there was a situation where she was at a birthday party and RiceGum was there. If you don't know who RiceGum is, he's RiceGum, look it up or don't. I don't know what to describe him as, honestly. He used to make diss tracks about people, and he used to have a series called These Kids Must Be Stopped. After that, I have no clue what happened. And I'm actually considering making a video about RiceGum because I think that would be interesting to kind of look back and see what went wrong, because things are not looking too great right now. So if you want to see that, give this video a thumbs up, but also tell me other people you'd like me to talk about or other situations. It doesn't always have to be a person, because we'll be having a lot of videos this month. So yeah, she was at a party and RiceGum was there as well. RiceGum and Gabbie had already had some beef. He made a diss track about her and she made a little thing back, and that was that. And then they went to a party. Gabbie walks up to him with her phone and she's filming a Snapchat story, and she's, you know, putting the camera in his face and saying, oh, let's have a rap battle right now. And he was like, no thanks. First it was kind of jokey, and if she had left it just at that, I would have thought pretty cool of her to kind of, you know, put their differences aside and walk up to him and just kind of make it into a joke. But at the same time, she could have done that without making it public. I feel like so many YouTubers go into that toxic cycle of having to put everything out there. Sometimes if you get into an argument with someone publicly, you don't necessarily have to show people that you're okay with each other publicly again, because making everything so public is never good for anyone's mental health or sanity. I understand the kind of first two stories that she put up where she was like, let's just fight, let's just go for it. She didn't have to film it and he looked kind of uncomfortable, but I don't think there was anything that wrong with that. And then she kind of started bringing up the ghostwriter. The thing about that situation was the argument started online as videos, and then I don't think RiceGum had any intention of making it like a in real life thing, which I understand. Like, I can chat shit about Zoella, but if I see her at an event, am I gonna walk up to her with a camera and be like, yo, do you want to talk about that book, sis? She continues to film, and the awkward part that I'm seeing is obviously now when you use Snapchat, you can film multiple 10-second videos in a row. I think you can film like a minute worth of 10-second videos, but back then you could only film a 10-second clip, post it, and then you'd have to film a second 10-second clip. So in between all of this, hey, do you want to rap battle? She had to, you know, pause, post it, and then go back to the camera and yeah, let's go. So to me, that whole situation is already really awkward to do at a party, but I don't think it was worthy of him smashing her phone. And then she brings up the ghostwriter and he says, you know, can you get the camera on my face? Can you get the camera on my face? He apparently says that in between shots. He says, you know, can you get the camera on my face? Can you delete that? There's no need for this. And then she puts the camera in his face again and he grabs the phone and he smashes it. Multiple people came out after the event and said that he not once touched her. He only ever grabbed her phone and smashed it and then paid her back for it. Not once did he physically hurt her or push her or punch her, but she made it seem like he beat her up. And then she, you know, posted pictures of like bruises, but then when people called her out that she had that before, she said she wasn't pointing to those, she was pointing to this like little thing that you couldn't even see. She showed scratches which could be faked. Realistically, you could scratch yourself, and if other people said that they never saw him touch her, then how did those scratches get there? That's the one thing where I kind of lost respect for her a little bit, because I think the whole thing started from her bringing on-camera beef off camera, and she should have just left it on camera. That's my 2 cents on that story. Then she on multiple occasions gets called out for being an attention seeker, where in videos people will just say that she acts and behaves in a way that is attention seeking. Any minor inconvenience happens and she has to post on Snapchat about how YouTube is not, you know, for her anymore. And
like, this is the first time and like maybe ever on YouTube that I felt like the negativity might just be getting to be like too much for me on this platform. I don't know why people are just so mean on this platform sometimes.
And then after that, she'll post a video with the title relating to her saying that she doesn't want to do YouTube anymore, but then it's not a video about that. So she's using kind of negative experiences in her life to fuel her career, which is also a very toxic mindset to have. So people do say that she is an attention seeker, but then again, which YouTuber isn't an attention seeker? Do any YouTubers realistically not want attention? Do any YouTubers just post videos on YouTube for the sake of posting videos on YouTube, or do we do it so that people can watch them? Because why would anyone post a video to not get attention from it? So is she an attention seeker, or is she just a YouTuber? Because I'm pretty sure every YouTuber is an attention seeker. She is then also criticized a lot for having mediocre music, which I think is such a subjective criticism to have about someone. I'm not the biggest fan of her music. I think maybe it's just that I'm not the biggest fan of her singing voice more than her music. But that's just my opinion. It's very subjective. I think I didn't like Out Loud, not as a song. I didn't like her voice with that song. I think she suits completely different songs, and I don't think she should be going down the Out Loud route, or she should just work on kind of her technique if she wants to sing those songs, because Out Loud wasn't my favorite singing wise, but it is her most popular video, because I mean her most popular song, because it was a promotion for her book. Which leads me on to another criticism about her, is she released a book, and it was just a book full of poems, which people said she obviously didn't write, because ghostwriting books is a very common thing nowadays, and it's just poetry. Someone else could write poetry and make it seem like it's about you without actually making it seem about you, because poetry can be very vague or down to kind of interpretation. So poetry can very easily be ghostwritten. But then she also came out with 3 different covers, which I thought was a really good idea, because they were in 3 different pastel colors, so you can pick which one you want. But then she would like almost encourage her fans to buy all 3. It's like, why would you encourage your fans to buy 3 exactly the same books just with slightly different colored cover pages? And the last thing I kind of want to end on is, I guess, her Socialblade. We just want to see how she is doing and if the criticism actually did anything. So she overall has gained 44,000 subscribers in the last 30 days. She has gained 15 million views in the last 30 days, which puts her at an average of 1.5 thousand subscribers a day and 500,000 views a day. Monthly view isn't the best anymore, but it's still fine, because she's still getting, you know, 1 million to 3 million views on just random videos that she posts, and she seems to be more happy with her content now, and that is something that you still have to take into consideration. Sometimes sacrificing a few views for making content that you really want to make is an important move to make. Overall, I think Gabbie is doing fine. Her content now is actually really interesting, and I would recommend you kind of go and explore that new Gabbie show. People do say she's over dramatic and she exaggerates, and she does. I have to agree with people there. There are a few things she did that were kind of debatable, a few things that she was criticized for that she did not need to be criticized for, like when she went back to her workplace for a day and she basically walked around and ate pizza and asked questions and was slightly annoying, but her colleagues didn't seem to mind. So I don't know why everyone else seemed to mind. People were saying like, oh, I hope you paid them for the food you ate. Do you think that I paid my workplace for all the food that I ate? No, I didn't, because that's how a workplace works. And I don't think she deserved the criticism. The video wasn't bad. I actually quite enjoyed watching it, but I felt it in my bones. I was like, I know people are gonna hate her for this, and I went into the comments and already people were just calling her out, and that was like as it was released, so that was like her viewers, not new viewers. So even her viewers had a problem with it, and I was like, but why? But overall, I really enjoy her content. I liked her story times because back when I was like 15, I enjoyed story times. I know, what a time in my life. But now I enjoy her content as well. So I feel like she is one of those YouTubers that has evolved over the years and kind of become herself and who she wants to be. And I think that is something that I have to respect. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything, comment down below, and subscribe because I post videos every Wednesday and Sunday at around 8 PM. But I will be posting a bonus video on Fridays if I manage to do that. Follow me on all my socials, they'll be on the screen right now or in the description down below, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!